Welcome to Overpromised, our bonus pod, episode 139. It's our soft launch, the liquid launch of our new Stoods.
Oh.
3 dudes in the new Stoods.
Yeah.
Bare bones. It's a work in progress, but this is all real brick. This isn't some green screen.
Real brick if I want to bang your head against it.
Exactly. So it's a work in progress. It's Overpromised with Covino and Rich. From Fox Sports Radio, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 on the East, 2 to 4 on the West. Everything at Covino and Rich FSR. That's our YouTube page. All of our Monday through Friday shows are there. Hit subscribe. Today, players that could be alien.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say players that could be ass, because we're going to get to that too.
That too. But hope you're enjoying your NBA. Hope you enjoy the weekend. Hope you enjoy the show. Let's do it, Rockapella, because there's a story about the big dumper. And you know how I feel about big dumpers.
I mean, since I've known you, you've loved big dumpers.
I'm a big fan of big dumpers.
In fact, you love the cover of the new Sports Illustrated with Hillary Duff. Duffy and her stuffy.
Hillary Duff got that stuff. Tell her I said hello. But Cal Raleigh, the big dumper, had a magical season last year.
Yeah.
Runner-up, MVP, 60 dongs. Batted .247, 60 home runs, second to Judge, where he should have been. Because, yes, magical season, but it was highly doubtful that he'd match that this year. Judge is a consistently great player. Yeah. So not to take anything away, but the dude has been asked this whole season. It started with the WBC, and then just recently, he went on for an 0-for-36 streak.
That's hard to be that bad. Like, that's like, you can't buy a hit. Like, nothing's dropping, nothing's falling. It was 16 strikeouts over 36 at-bats.
And during that span, he was batting 157, dude. We're talking about the runner-up MVP from last year that had that dream season.
And as we said yesterday on Fox, he went from the second best player in the league to when the 181 registered players that are eligible to have their batting average ranked, he was 180 out of 181. So second best to second worst.
Yeah, making no contact, not hitting as many bombs. And they had to figure something out, right? To sort of fix this season, get out of this hole. And teammate Logan Gilbert, pitcher Logan Gilbert, was like, yo, dude, you got to get out of this funk.
Wait, Logan Gilbert, the guy that got the ball stuck in his jersey, right?
Yeah.
That's the guy, right?
Yeah, I mean, this guy's got some tricks. He's like, yo, bro, what you need to do is you need to get in the shower, full uniform, and scrub a dub, wash that funk right out of your life.
You ever take a shower with all your clothes on?
No.
Freshman year of college, I drank tequila out of a plastic jug. What was I thinking? I remember getting so trashed, my roommates threw me in a shower with my clothes on.
What a mess.
Yeah.
Like,
Weird feeling.
Mess. But, desperate measures. What's the old saying?
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
So this psychopath behavior actually worked because he got in shower, full uniform to wash away the funk. And he finally, after, not getting a hit since April 27th. How many at-bats?
A lot.
He gets 2 singles in a win over Houston, and they celebrate, and now he's batting a whopping 166, but he broke the streak, so...
It's weird, tonight he's getting in a bathtub with Logan Gilbert. That's it.
So the superstition worked. This trick worked, and Cal Raleigh says, Logan gave me some good advice to wash off the bad mojo or juju from the baseball gods. So, yeah, it worked. He was right. I got to give him credit where credit's due. So...
You see in the world of hockey beards, and people have superstitions.
Right.
So you saw it in Major League. Didn't Joe Boo, Pedro Serrano, have to eat a live chicken?
I say F you, Joe Boo. But, he did it himself. Yeah. And that poses another question. Are you superstitious or just a little stitious?
To quote Eli Manning, I'm just a little stitious.
Yeah. Iowa Sam on the show today was like, dude, anyone that believes in sports superstitions, just a rube. And Jay Stu was like, that's because you've never played competitive sports. Because if you did, you'd know there was rituals and superstitions and things you did.
Dude, there's guys that I play rec softball with that get in the batter's box and they start writing initials of like whoever they're dating. Like, people do things, or you hop over the line, you never touch the line. Like, there's things we've all done.
Jeter and Garcia Parro, they've all had their routines, and that becomes a superstition because if you don't do it, you're like, oh, something's off, right? So it got us thinking here on Overpromised. Some of the most famous sports superstitions that we could think of, and you have to start off with one of the most famous ones.
Yeah, I mean, a la, Pedro Serrano, not a live chicken, but rumor has it that Wade Boggs insisted on eating chicken before every game, like a bucket of chicken.
Fried chicken, though?
Fried chicken before every game.
How did this guy stay fit? And he looks better now than he did then. Full head of hair. He gave up the chicken. He has a full head of hair now. But it seemed to work because my dude was riding horses with the Yankees and had a full lifetime batting average of 328 and 3,010 hits, bro. So it works for Wade Boggs.
How about for the golf fans?
Yeah.
Tiger Woods started doing this, and then fans caught on every Sunday wearing that red shirt. Red Sundays. It was what he called his power color.
You know what's wild about that?
When you want to wrap up a tournament and win like Tiger would on a Sunday, every highlight when you think of Tiger Woods, he's wearing that red polo shirt.
He's wearing you associate that? I think of, remember when Tim Meadows played him on SNL too? Yeah. He's wearing the red shirt and the hat and every great moment in red. And he's had so many bad luck moments recently. The guy should just wear red all the time.
Yeah, remember this? Remember me?
Yeah. If I were him, I'd wear that, for the rest of my life. So superstition in sports, what else comes to mind? How about the GOAT? Even Michael Jordan had his own superstitions. And I don't know if this is common knowledge, but he wore his lucky University of North Carolina shorts under his Bull shorts every game.
Did you say Bull shorts?
His Bull shorts.
Oh, yeah. But that was the lucky shorts of MJ. And you see him right there. You see the shorts peeking through if you want to be a gazer.
I think they were like red, white, and blue.
Red, black, and white.
Red, black, and white.
They were
North Carolina shorts.
So, but they were under there. So he wore those lucky shorts. And, speaking of the NBA, he still does it. We don't think of it as a superstition, but more of like just something he does for the fans. But LeBron with the powder toss.
If he didn't do it, it'd be in his head. And it's probably some sort of thing where I got to do this or, I'm not going to hit my threes tonight. Probably should have did a little more of that this season. But another one that I'm not sure you might know, but it's a true story and it's a funny story and it's a famous story.
You've told me this.
Yeah.
I don't think most people know this.
It's the story of the golden thong. And it's the Giambino, Jason Giambi, who I feel doesn't get enough credit for what a dominant player he was. I know steroids and all that got in the way, but
guy.
You look at those stats, you're like, dang. There was a story when he was new on the Yankees, right? He had a gold thong hanging in his locker. And Jeter at the time didn't know him that well. And he'd always see the gold thong there, but never asked about it. Derek Jeter went through an 0 for 32 slump. 0 for 32 slump. And Giambino was like, hey, Jeets, you got to put on the thong. And Jeter's like no fun, stiff guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the best, but Jeter's not he's not a shenanigans type of fella.
He actually went along with it. That's how, desperate?
Times call for desperate measures.
Yeah, he was so desperate, he put the thong on. He wants everybody to know, over his shorts, over the shorts, he puts the thong on.
Okay.
And in his very first at-bat, the next at-bat, very first pitch off of Barry Zito, hit a home run.
See, there you go.
And the legend grew, and it's the story of the gold thong and sports superstitions and things like that.
Cooperstown?
It's now the Cooperstown
golden thong.
And it makes us think of, our own lives and your own life and things you do, like, step on the sidewalk cracks, leave a basketball court without hitting a three.
Interestingly enough, it's not a superstition, but speaking of like the thong, I'm sure other people besides me play like adult rec sports. If you strike out in men's softball,
you might want to let your dad know we're not talking about flip-flops.
Oh, thongs.
Thongs, like my flip-flop thongs.
I've played on teams where if you strike out in softball, you have to wear like a shiny thong until the next guy strikes out. So I played where guys for weeks in a row had to just show up and be like, oh, I'll put on the thong over their, their uniform.
But people, even outside of sports, still do this. Because you do believe in some sort of way. Maybe it is a sports mindset, but you bring that into your everyday. And even here on the show, the three of us, after every game, just like the San Francisco Giants have adopted.
After every show or podcast, we do the outfield junk bump.
The junk bump is something that we do just, to keep the good vibes going. Yeah, I mean, I always feel like if we don't do that, our next show is not going to be as good.
A little thrust.
Sometimes we do it to start the show and to end the show, just because it's so much fun, guys.
Sometimes there are commercials too.
And by the way, aren't your Mets doing this now?
I saw the Mets do it last night. So maybe the outfield junk thrust.
Why is everyone stealing our junk thrust?
I think at the end of each game.
And by the way, guys, it's not weird. It's just superstitious.
Yeah. I think the left fielder and right fielder meet in center on their way into the infield, and I've seen multiple teams do a little like little thrust.
I do a little double up Sir Mix-a-Lot style.
Well, listen, whether it's athletes, even like if you get on a flight, There's things you do when you're.
I see you do some weird ear thing before you fly, and then do the sign of the cross.
Yeah, everyone gets religious. Yeah,
I've traveled many times with Rich. I see Rich go, ooh, and then he goes, Om Nam Shivaya, Om Nam Shivaya, Om Nam Shivaya, Om Nam Shivaya.
But I think everyone's got their little shit they do. So
but it does pose the question: are you superstitious, or are you like Iowa Sam? And you're like, that's just baby nonsense.
I think there's a little something to be said, right? I mean, because even if it gets in your head mentally, it works.
Yep. Right? Yes, exactly. So, hey, whatever works for you, and congrats again to Cal Raleigh. No one's rooting against him. I hope he continues to play well.
Yeah, I mean, for a guy that was an MVP runner-up, he's not going to end the season batting 150.
No,
but you got to get pretty hot to bat over the interstate. Like, it wouldn't be shocking if he batted like 210 this year. Like, you got to step it up.
He's got to step it up. There's a lot of players that need to step up, so hold up on that thought. But now, another story that swept the nation. And Mike Vrabel's very happy that this story is in the headlines.
It's funny, though, that
it takes away from that one.
People are still giving a shit more about him and Diana Rossini than aliens. It's wild to me. Yo, Rossini and her family seem like they're working past it.
Good.
Vrabel and his wife, they're fine. We're obsessed with it. Meanwhile, aliens.
UFOs, UAPs.
Yeah.
This past week, 162 declassified files were released.
Yeah.
That consisted of 120 PDFs, 28 videos, and 14 images. And it's pretty wild. Some people are like, oh, I don't give a shit. I'm like, how could you not give a shit?
I don't know that.
You mean the answers we've been searching for our whole life? Maybe there's some really cool clues and videos and footage we have never seen, and there has been. But based on that,
I don't know. I see those pictures.
yeah.
They're like black and white, taken from another plane.
Have you seen the videos?
But there's nothing that, I don't know.
Well, they're also saying that this is the tip of the iceberg. More files are coming. I think there's images and proof of little creatures.
Until I see Mac and me. I don't know if I believe it.
Little creatures that look like the following athletes. That got us thinking here on Overpromised of athletes, celebrities that we feel, could be a little alien, because there's some thought process that, hey, maybe we are the aliens, and maybe some of them are here already and we don't know. Maybe they're coming to watch some of their favorite alien athletes.
Some athletes just have big alien heads. And some athletes are just so oddly dominant that you're like, I think you're part alien.
I think he's an alien.
Like for me,
okay,
Michael Phelps comes to mind.
Dude,
this guy, I think, is like part aquatic alien.
Yeah,
like, you've talked about how are aliens from outer space, or do they come up from the ocean?
Yeah, there's a lot of new footage of things hovering, over the water. Maybe he's one of those.
Everything about Michael Phelps makes me think that this guy, is an aquatic alien.
His whole look too. He's got a look about him, So
I think he looks like an alien.
And his dominance, definitely alien-like.
And he tries to blend in with humans by like smoking weed and stuff. Like,
we're here to see Michael. They were probably there at the Olympics cheering him on. So Michael Phelps definitely comes to mind. Stature, physique, dominance, all those things. And one of my favorites, bro, because I've been saying this since I was a little kid, and I'll explain why. Willie McGee was definitely like a little alien, I think. Something alien about the guy.
Well, is it alien or is he just unattractive?
Dude, I remember getting that 1986 Topps card, thinking to myself,
he can't like that.
Is that E.T.? Oh, it's Willie McGee. That's one of my favorites. Great player. I love how he played. I say that respectfully, but my dude, he might have been an alien. And I say that, like I said, respectfully. That just means that he had extra skill level.
Is that Sam Cassell or Mac and me?
Oh, good one.
Yeah.
Hey, he had a reputation. Everybody that watched basketball knows that, hey, man, he's so dominant and different.
The crazy part is, it's really just guys with big bald heads. But you would think
no, there's something about it. I don't know how do you explain this. But again, the theory is that we might be amongst the aliens already. So if that's true, well, who are they? It might be Sam Cassell.
I mean, what if you believe like in like Nephilims and Nephilims, right?
Yeah,
Giants?
The Giants, yeah.
There's that young kid that's like going to be playing college ball that's like 8 foot. And then
that long neck and that weird like lurchy body, his body language and how he moves is just alien-like. What's his name?
Let me look that up. There's pictures of Wemby.
Oh my God. We saw him in person.
Blocking shots where it's like, he looks like he's a different species of dominant
I think
alien.
This is why we're getting so much, footage and so many new sightings because they're here to see their guy. His dominance, his physique, the way he plays, he's got alien elbows, this guy.
He makes us look like little bitches.
Yeah, we're not. How are we the same species? That's the point.
When someone is that athletic, that big, that dominant, and you're like, here I am. So, yeah, Wemby got to be on that list.
Definitely, alien.
Anyone else that comes to mind?
Or could be alien. Yeah, I'm going to burn your boy because I'm still a little bitter that he chose the Mets, but now I'm kind of glad that he did. Remember when he came out looking at his shape? I'm talking Juan Soto, by the way. Juan Soto, definitely a little ET thing going on.
That's a Photoshop with his belly.
I'm talking pregnant Juan Soto. And by the way, his name is very Han Solo, Juan Soto. Very, from another planet kind of name.
Han Solo, Juan Soto.
Yeah, Juan Soto and Chewbacca.
You think he's got an ET physique?
Yes. Look at him. That's ET in a Mets jersey, bro.
Juan Soto, photo.
Oh, I be right here. I could be.
All
right, so Fat Soto, Han Solo, same guy.
All right, well,
Fat Soto.
This leads us to something we do on Overpromised every week.
By the way, hold on. Before you move on.
You have any other Mets you want to make fun of? Who else is an alien?
No, just.
Who else sucks?
As the kiddos say, IYKYK. If you know, you know. Jason Dominguez, the Martian, and Bernard Hopkins, the alien, bro. And shout out to the aliens. Maybe they're listening. We want to be on your side, guys.
Yeah, they're going to kill everyone except Covino.
We're friends. That's right.
Do you still think the A's should
go? You trying to say I'm illegal, bro?
Do you still think that the A's should go with some type of alien vibe when they move to Vegas?
I do, because they can't keep the Athletics name as of now. As of now, but they can keep the A and be the Las Vegas A's for aliens. I think that would be cool as hell. But think about it. Who else do you want to add to the list based on skill and overall appearance, or you can see the aliens rooting for him for whatever reason? Who might be in those declassified ads moving forward? Let us know at Covino and Rich at Fox Sports Radio.
All right. Something we do every week on Overpromised. Might be ass. Who might be ass this week? And
you know what? A lot of people may say the Lakers based on getting swept, and people love to hate on them, but I think they went further than we thought, all injured like that, right? I don't know about
further than we thought, but you know what? Sometimes a team goes as far as you think they'll go. So I look at it like, did it surprise me? No, the Lakers were a team that were not going to make it to the Western Conference Finals, but they were going to put up a fight.
So it's not them.
It's not you, it's me.
Who might be us?
Who might be us? I want to talk about baseball for a second. We touched on some of these names yesterday, but we're a fourth of the way there. There's no more, it's early. Like, it's early. It's getting late early, as Yogi Berra said. We're a fourth of the way into the season. Like, the Mets, even their GM was like, yeah, it's not early anymore. They need to fucking turn it around. Some of these players need to turn it around. Fernando Tatis Jr., who I'm a big fan of. I think he's a great ball player. 0 home runs. He can't find the power stroke.
What is that about?
In fact, other teammates are using his bat and hitting home runs before him.
Based on our social media, there's a lot of people saying, hey, guys, you got to remember, pitching's next level this year. And that is true. But next level where superstars like Tatis can't get a home run? I don't know about that. There's a lot of other players hitting home runs. Some of these players are just off for whatever reason.
I think that it's wild when some of the star players are off because star players always somehow find their way, right?
And maybe they will, but man, this is uncharacteristic.
When you see a star player that hasn't found their way yet, I think of Corey Seager. The Rangers, he went to Texas on a big deal. He's an all-star every year for the most part. Corey Seager is batting 184.
Yeah, he's a complete player. So 184 is like, wow, dude.
I don't know how the Padres are even hanging in there when Machado
by the way,
is also
hold on. 180 anything. Yeah. Interstate. If we were kids and this was the 80s, you'd look at that baseball card and you'd toss it. Like, you'd be in the minor leagues. It's nuts that we accept these things, but hopefully they'll turn it around.
How on planet Earth are the Padres? The Padres currently right there at the top of the NL West, like a half a game above or below, depending on the day, with the Dodgers, when Tatis Jr. has 0 home runs and Manny Machado's batting 193.
They have decent pitching.
And Bogarts is playing well. Yeah. But my goodness, if the Padres turn it on,
great bullpen.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Machado?
So, Machado, what the hell? Do you have the post-World Baseball Classic blues? I don't know.
193.
193? That's my weight on a bad weekend. You got to do better than that.
That's my weight on a good weekend.
So, who might be asked?
Let me throw another stud out there.
Go ahead.
Logan Webb, pitcher, who every year is in the Cy Young conversation year after year. Logan Webb, there's still plenty of time to turn around, but he's 2-4 with a 5 ERA. So some pitchers, okay. I know Crochet on the Red Sox has not had a great start. So there's certain guys that are just...
Schoolbull got hurt.
Schoolbull hurt, yeah.
But, exactly not what he expected, but he's hurt. Are you giving Shohei and Fat Soto a pass here? Because neither of these guys are having the season that they should be having.
I think I'm giving... How dare you say Fat Soto?
The alien.
He was a little injured and he's just fine. Oh. I think Shohei, because his ERA is under 1... can you judge one side of his game? Offensively, he stinks, but he's going to be the Cy Young Award winner. Is he going to trade an MVP for a Cy Young?
You have to assume they're all going to turn it around because they're great players. And that's really it. Who might be asked? A whole slew of great players, a whole slew of all-stars seem to be asked. Not in general, just this season. So it's an ass sort of season so far. We'll see what happens.
Well, hey, any thoughts, any feedback you want to throw in at Covino and Rich? Thank you guys for hanging on Overpromised. Who might be asked for you? We'll see you guys next time. Until then, arrivederci, baby.
See you in the Overpromised land.
Yo, peace out.
Whoa. Ooh, aliens. Ooh.